two type of parser we have. One is top down parser, another is bottom up parser. So now we will discuss all these possible parsers. First we will see a top down parser, and in the top down parser actually there are different parsers that are possible, but we will study something called LL1. This is the most popular top down parser that we have. Now then we will study something called top down parser, bottom up parser. In this bottom up parser, the most popular parser are four parsers we have: LR0, then we have something called SLR1, then we have something called LA-LR1, and then we have something called LR1. So these four popular parsers, these are your bottom up parser, and this LL1 is your top down parser. So these are the four parsers we need to study. In all these parsers we will see basically most frequent question that you will see in your exam, in your NET exam. What they will do, they will give you a grammar, and for that grammar they will ask you whether that grammar is LL1, LR0, SLR1, LLR1, LR1. So which grammar you have. So we will also focus on this thing only, because this is the most frequent questions, and some theory about these things that we will see. Okay, now okay, rest of the things actually we will see in the complete course. Here we will focus on the things that they ask in NET exam. So all the concepts from which they can ask questions in the NET exam, those we will see. Now first let's start. So what is this LL1 parser? So we will start with this LL1 parser. Okay, so we will check whether a given grammar is LL1 or not. So if you have a grammar, let's assume you have a context free grammar G, and basically we want to find out whether this grammar, so you can see if you have a grammar CFG, okay, so grammar G you have, and we want to check whether this grammar is LL1 or not. Just like a grammar is regular or not, just like a grammar is CFG or not. Similarly, here we want to find out whether this grammar is LL1 or not. Okay, so for that we have a method. What we will do, we will construct LL1 parsing table. So there is something called LL1 parsing table. This we will construct, and in this table, if we have a conflict, if we have multiple entries in a cell, then such grammar will not be LL1 grammar. So this is the basic idea. So basically I am just telling you like what type of questions they will ask you and what type of things we will focus in our this LL1 theory. So now first we will see two concepts. The first concept is fast actually. So this is a concept. So we have two concepts, one is fast and another is follow. So these two concepts we have, one is fast and another is follow concept. So we want to find out what is the fast of a non-terminal. So basically for every non-terminal we will find what is the fast of that non-terminal, and similarly for every non-terminal we will find what is the follow of that non-terminal. So these two functions we have. For every non-terminal we will find these two functions, fast and follow. We can also call it fast set. For example, let's take a grammar. Let's assume this is your grammar, A go A, and you can see, and A goes to, let's assume B comma C A. Let's assume this is your grammar. Okay, in this grammar for every non-terminal we want to find out what is the fast set for that non-terminal and what is the follow set for the non-terminal. Okay, so this is how actually we find out the fast set. Now what is the fast of S? You can see, so basically for every non-terminal we will find what is the fast set. Okay, this is called fast set. Now what is this fast set? What is the definition of this fast set? So the definition is very simple. From this non-terminal S, whatever is the set of strings that you can derive, in those strings what is the fast symbol? So that is the definition. You can see fast means basically fast of S means those strings, if you see those strings which you can derive from S, which you derive from S. Okay, which you derive from S. In those strings, what is the fast symbol? In those strings, what is the fast symbol? That is the point. What is the fast symbol? So this is a very simple definition of a first set. For example, you can see, if you see this S, so from this S you can generate A. Okay, from this S you can generate AA. So from this S you can generate AAA. Now from this S you can go to A. So basically from this S you can go to A. Now this A can go to B. So basically from S you can generate B. From now see, from S you can go to A, and from this A you can go to CA. So you can now this A can go to B. So you can see from S we can also generate CB. So one thing you can see, if you see like this, you can see these are the some strings or more strings also you can generate. But the focus is that if you see all these string and you collect the first symbol means this A again. Okay, we have already collected A, so this B you can collect, this C you can collect. So basically collect all the first symbols of these strings. So what will be the first of A? Sorry, what will be the first of S? First of S will contain the first symbols, like this A will be there, this B will be there, this C will be there. So these symbols you will have in the first of S. So this is how you can calculate first of S. Now this is the definition of first of S, but we will use a algorithm. Okay, we will not use this definition. What we will do, this is just a definition for your intuition. Okay, so that you do not feel that okay, what is the meaning of this first, what is the meaning of this follow. This is the basic definition of first, and similarly we have a definition of follow. But now we will see how to find out first of every terminal, how to find out first of every non-terminal, and how to find out the follow of every non-terminal. Before we see that, let's see the definition of follow. The follow definition, the name itself suggesting you what follows you. So that is the point. Okay, for example, you can see, if you want to find out what is the follow what is the follow of S, so you can see this S is followed by dollar. Now you will be thinking, what is this dollar? See, in practical life what happens, you have a parser, and to this parser, okay, to this parser, what you do, you give an input string. Let's assume this is your input string. So this input string is marked, the ending of this input string is marked by this dollar. So this dollar is a special symbol that we use to mark the ending of the input string. So the input string is ABA. This is the input string, but to mark the ending of this input string, we use this symbol dollar. This is special symbol we use dollar. So you can see that every string is ended with dollar. Okay, every input string is ends with dollar. This dollar is the symbol that we use to mark the ending of every string. So that's why you can see every string is followed by dollar. So, and you know that because this is the start symbol, and every string that you have, so that will be generated from S. So you can say that this S is followed by dollar. So this is the basic point. Anyway, there are some more detailed discussion on this thing, but that we will not go into, because our target is to find the first and follow set. So that is our target, and this much is enough. So basically the follow of start symbol always contains dollar, because S will definitely follow dollar, because every input string will definitely be followed by dollar. So the first you can say the starting symbol will definitely contain dollar. And what are the other things that it can contain, those we will see with the example. So right now for this example, let's find out what is first of A. Let's complete this example. First of A means, in the same in this definition, what you can say that those strings which we can derive from symbol A. So from this symbol A, what are the strings that you can derive? In those strings, what is the first symbol? So from A, what you can derive? From A you can derive B, so this B. From A you can derive C, so this C. These are the two things. These are the, of course you can derive many strings, but in all those strings you can see that this B comma C, these are the first symbol. We just want to collect the first symbols. So this is the first of A. Anyway, let's see the algorithm to find out first and follow functions. तो अभी इनको फर्स्ट और फॉलो को फाइंड करने के लिए हमारे पास एल्गोरिथम है, वो हम देखते हैं. सो लेट्स टेक वन एग्जांपल and Let's take this example. Let's take, so let's take yeah, so this example we will take. First of t, which this example is for first of y is star. Yes, so let's take this example. X goes to plus e epsilon. So this example you can see. So this grammar, consider this grammar. Okay, x goes to plus e epsilon, y goes to star t epsilon. This example we have. Okay, so okay, no, this is the complete grammar. I think this is the complete grammar. This complete grammar you have. E goes to tx, t goes to this bracket e bracket or int y, and x goes to this and y goes to this. Now this is your grammar. Now let's find out what is the first of e. So we will find first of every non-terminal. So let's find out what is the first of e. So first of e, whenever you are finding first of any non-terminal, what you need to do, go to that non-terminal, basically go to the left hand side where that non-terminal is. So you can see this e is here, so just go to here. Okay, now stay here and just check what is the first of all the right hand side. So now you find the first of tx. So basically now you need to find what is first of tx. First of tx will basically mean what is the first of t, because after t you have x, so you want to find first of tx, that will be first of t. So what is first of t? Let's find out first of t. First of t means what are the first symbols that this t can generate. You can see again, where will you go? You will go to the symbol t. You will go to this symbol t. Now this t can generate, what are the things that this t can generate? You can see that from this t, whatever you will generate, the first symbol will either be this open parenthesis. This open parenthesis will be the symbol, or the first symbol will be int. So you can see the first of t will be this open bracket comma int. This is the first of t, open bracket and int. So this is the first of t. Now what is first of e? You can see first of e means first of tx. First of tx means first of t, and first of t means this. So what you can just write first of t. So this is your first of e. Now we will find first of x. See, whenever you are finding first of any non-terminal, just go to that non-terminal. So let's just directly go to the x. Now what will be the first of x? First of x will be plus, because you can see either this plus will be there or this epsilon. So first of x will have epsilon, because from this x you can generate epsilon. So that's why epsilon is there in the first set. Okay, from this x, whatever you will generate, this plus will definitely come. This plus will be the first symbol. So that's why plus we have in the first of x. What is the first of y? Tell me what is the first of y. Similarly, you can find first of y. What it will be? First of y you can easily find. Just go to y directly and find out what is the first symbol. You can see the first symbol is a star. So from here you will get a star. From here you will get epsilon. So this is your first of y. This is how you can find first of every non-terminal. Okay, so first of non-terminal, this is how you can find. Now remember, first of every terminal, if you want to find first of a terminal, let's assume you want to find first of a, that will be a itself. So first of a terminal is a terminal itself. First of string. For example, let's assume this is your string. First of this, what is the first of this? This is a, because the first symbol, basically the first symbol you need. So this is the first symbol, so that's why this is your first of ABC. This is how you can find first of any non-terminal. Let's take more example, it will be clear by the example. So let's consider this. A goes to AB/C. What will be the first of A? What will be the first of A? As I told you, directly go to A. Now after going to A, just find out what is the first of these things. So first of this is simple, very C. First of this is what? First of this is again A. So you can see first of A, again first of A. So first of A is equal to first of A. So that will not lead to anything. So you can see this is your answer. See, from here what you will get? First of A you want to find out. Just directly go to A. Now you can see this will definitely be in your first of A, because this is a terminal. Okay. Now from here what you will get? From here you will get first of AB. First of AB means first of A. So first of A, basically you want to find first of A, and you again go to first of A is equal to first of AB, and first of AB is equal to first of A. So from where you started, you have ended here. First of A is equal to first of A. So it will not lead to anything. So the only symbol that you can get is C. This is your first of A. This is how you can find first of any symbol. Now let's find out how to find follow of a non-terminal. Okay, for example, follow of S, follow of A. Let's take this grammar. S goes to ASB/B. Let's assume this is your grammar. Now we want to find what is follow of S. The algorithm is very simple. When you are finding first of S, then what you will do? You will go to this S. Here you will go. But when you are finding follow of S, you will go to the right hand side and you will go to here. So basically, when you want to find follow of any non-terminal, then you will look for that non-terminal on the right hand side, on the right side of every production. तो जैसे कि अगर फर्स्ट चाहिए था तो हम लेफ्ट साइड को देख रहे थे, लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन को, लेकिन फॉलो चाहिए तो हम राइट साइड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन में एस को देखेंगे. तो फॉलो ऑफ एस, व्हाट विल बी द फॉलो ऑफ एस? सो यू जस्ट स्टे हियर. नाउ हियर यू सी what is the following thing, what is the following following terminal. So you can see the following terminal is B. So this B will be there. So this is how you can find. But one more thing, the first of starting symbol always contains dollar, because as I told you, every string is followed by dollar. Every string, every input string that you give, that is followed by dollar. So that's why S is followed by always dollar, because this is the starting symbol. This starting symbol will generate the string. So that's why the S is always followed by dollar. So this dollar will definitely be there. Okay. And along with this B will be there. So this is how you can find follow of a symbol. Now let's take one more example. S goes to ASB, SA, A goes to let's assume this example you have. Let's assume. Now in this example, let's try to find first of all what is first of S, what is first of A. Tell me what is first of A. That is easy. First of A will be what? First of A is easy, epsilon comma A, because all you need to do when you are finding first of any symbol, then just go here. Now once you are here, just look at what is the first of these things. So first of epsilon is epsilon and first of A is A. This is your first of A. What is first of S? Directly go to here and you find what is first of S. First of S will definitely have A. Now first of S will again first of S. So this will not give you anything. first of s is equal to first of s. So this is not going to give you anything. So this is your first of s.